Russian professional mixed martial artist Islam Makhachev joined the lightweight division of the UFC in 2014 and has steadily built his reputation over the years. With a total of 21 wins and 1 recorded professional loss in his mixed martial arts record, there is no doubt that Islam Makhachev is an exceptional fighter. As of November 2nd, 2021, he is ranked number 4 in the UFC lightweight rankings. Here is a list of things you didn't know about Islam Makhachev. He is a sambo champion. Islam Makhachev was born in Makhachkala and grew up in the remote village of Burshi, then part of Dagestan ASSR Soviet Union, now part of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, where he trained and competed in combat sambo. For those who don't know, sambo is a Russian martial art, an internationally practiced combat sport, and a recognized style of amateur wrestling included by the UWW in the World Wrestling Championship, along with Greco-Roman wrestling and freestyle wrestling. It originated in the Russian SFSR in the Soviet Union. He started training in combat sambo at a young age and went on to win many awards in the sport. These awards include Combat Sambo World Champion, 4-time Combat Sambo Russian National Champion, Russian Nationals 2016 Champion, and first position in the North Caucasian Federal District Division of the UWW Russian Grappling Federation. Furthermore, in the 2016 Federation International Amateur de Sambo (FIAS) World Combat Sambo Championship, he won a gold medal in the final match against Valentin Benishev of Bulgaria. He started his mixed martial arts career in M1 Global. For those who aren't familiar with M1 Global, Mixed Fight 1 or MMA 1, Mixed Martial Arts 1, is a mixed martial arts promotion based in St. Petersburg, Russia. It hosted its first major show, rather than co-promoting with other organizations, entitled M1 Global Presents Breakthrough on August 28, 2009, at Memorial Hall in Kansas City, Kansas. In addition, M1 in 2009 signed a contract to co-promote with Explosion Entertainment. On July 18, 2018, it was announced that M1 has agreed to a partnership with the UFC, where M1 Global serves as the farm league for the UFC to scout Russian fighters for the UFC and involves in preparation and organizes new shows in Russia. Part of the deal also allows M1 champions to have the opportunity to sign with the UFC. Islam Makhachev made his M1 Global debut against Tengiz Kuchua on February 12, 2011, and won the fight via KO in the first round. After that, he fought a couple of other players such as Mansur Bernau, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Rander Hunio, Yuri Ivlev, and his final bout was against Ivica Truskic before he joined the UFC. He went to the same school as Khabib Nurmagomedov. Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov have a long history. They both come from the same hometown, known as Dagestani in Russia. At a young age, the 29-year-old joined Khabib to train under the tutelage of his late father, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. He now trains at the American Kickboxing Academy, where UFC legend and former champion Daniel Cormier is also a coach. Since his retirement, Khabib Nurmagomedov has spent much of his time cornering Islam Makhachev and training him and other fighters at the American Kickboxing Academy. Makhachev is often seen receiving advice from the Eagle during his UFC bouts. Replying to a question on whether he receives more advice from Khabib or his coach Javier Mendez, Makhachev said, "I think Khabib, because they come between rounds and they have 1 minute. Khabib tells Javier, hey, I have 30 seconds. I'm gonna say what I want, but you're next. But you know, Khabib has more experience in this game. That's why I think he understands more. He won't join Khabib's MMA promotion." Since their childhood, Makhachev and Khabib have been like brothers, and they clearly share a close bond. Their close relationship is obvious thanks to how the Eagle roots for his partner during his fights and celebrates his wins. However, for some reason, Islam won't be joining Eagle FC, owned by Khabib Nurmagomedov. While speaking about his promotion in a recent tell-all interview with ESPN, the Eagle was asked if he was going to induct his close aide and protege Islam Makhachev into his new venture as well. Even though adding Makhachev into the fold would have been of significant benefit to the Russian, Nurmagomedov has denied the rumors. He also stated that Makhachev has different goals, which he's fostered since childhood. He revealed, no, Islam have different mission. You know, he has to become next year. You have to become UFC champion. End of the next year, you know. Islam, Umar, Zubaira, like all other brothers like who right now who signed with the UFC. They are going to stand with the UFC like all their life. You know, all their professional life. I think because they went when they were like young fighters. When they were kids, their goal was to become a UFC fighter. You become a UFC champion. For us to become a global promotion, we need a couple of years minimum. And then everybody's like almost 30 years old. And the next couple of years, they for sure gonna stay with the UFC. UFC lightweights are afraid of fighting Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev is a promising lightweight fighter who's already in the top 5 of the UFC lightweight division ranking. However, it turns out that other fighters in the division are afraid of him. Makhachev's coach, Javier Mendez, has revealed that most fighters in the UFC consider Makhachev a tough fight to take on. Mendez said, "Islam is having a hell of a time getting opponents because nobody wants to fight him. The only fighters willing to fight Islam Makhachev are either ranked lower than him or are unranked. Top-tier fighters avoid him mainly because of the high risk and low reward involved in such a fight." Former UFC lightweight Paul Felder revealed that he was afraid to fight Makhachev when presented with the opportunity. He said, "There are certain guys in the division where when you get the phone call, you go, oh man, because you don't know what you're in for, right? You fight a guy like Islam, you might as well just be fighting his teammate, who is one of the greatest of all time, Khabib. Khabib is putting him over all the time, saying that this kid, Islam, not only can wrestle like that, but his stand-up is on point, which he didn't have to show, really, in that fight because his wrestling is so dominant. And as a wrestler, you see this kid wrestle and go like, God damn, this kid is good." Islam Makhachev is one of the best grapplers in the UFC lightweight division. You're probably wondering why other fighters in the lightweight are scared of facing Islam Makhachev. We will be looking at that as we mention the other things you don't know about him. It only makes sense that Islam Makhachev is one of the best grapplers in the UFC, since he is compared to Khabib so much. Having spent a lifetime under the tutelage of Khabib's father, Abdulmanap, Makhachev has become dominant in the craft that the Dagestanis are usually known for. Islam Makhachev's takedown accuracy is the highest in the UFC lightweight division at 68%. Other grapplers in the division, such as Charles Oliveira and Tony Ferguson, don't even come close. The Dagestani wrestler has totaled 8 takedowns in his last 5 outings. Out of 21 career wins, Islam has 10 submissions. He's also one of the best defensive grapplers in the division, with a 68% takedown defense. Kevin Lee is the only fighter in the top 10 of the UFC lightweight division who beats Makhachev in this department at 75%. Islam Makhachev is the least hit fighter in UFC history. Islam Makhachev is known for his grappling, especially considering his combat sambo background. However, his stand-up IQ is also one of the best in the UFC. With .77 strikes absorbed per minute, he holds the rare accolade for being the least hit fighter per minute in UFC history. Makhachev is miles ahead of UFC champions like Charles Oliveira, Israel Adesanya, and Kamaru Usman in that statistic. He had lost only once in his 11-year-long MMA career, which came when Adriano Martins knocked him out at UFC 192. In his last fight, Islam Makhachev submitted Drew Dober in round 3 after landing a total of 102 strikes and 3 takedowns. In return, he was only hit 14 times by Dober. In fact, before UFC 259, the Dagestani absorbed just 131 strikes in a total of 5 fights. That is utterly mind-blowing in its own right. Islam Makhachev has the second longest active winning streak in the UFC lightweight division. Islam Makhachev made his UFC debut in 2015 with a submission win over Leo Kuntz. His next fight came against Adriano Martins, against which Makhachev suffered an upset loss in round 1 via a knockout. However, he bounced back right after and has gone on a 9-fight winning streak since his only MMA loss. Islam Makhachev has picked up 4 submissions, 1 knockout, and 4 decision wins on his way to his active 9-fight winning streak. His most notable victories have come against Gleison Tibau, Arman Tsarukyan, and Drew Dober. In achieving the streak, Islam Makhachev has the record for the second longest active winning streak in the UFC lightweight division, surpassing Beneil Dariush. UFC lightweight champion Charles Oliveira has the longest active winning streak in the division with 10 wins in a row. A win against Beneil Dariush at UFC Fight Night 202 will put Islam Makhachev on an equal level with Charles Oliveira. Now you know more about this amazing fighter. Leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to get more updates on our next video. We'll see you next time.